between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his vision.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Herbert off of play action. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big game that time for the Chargers.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Herbert now. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
McCann's got it teed up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
How the fuck this nigga still pay this shit,
And
bro?
they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This nigga fucking open. He still throws it to him. This shit crazy, bro.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hands it off out of the gun. A couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This game is so
Well,
fake,
the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight,
This
wasn't
is
it?
fake as
Credit the
shit, dog.
defense,
This shit is
bottling him up,
crazy.
not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Schmack.
Jalen Guyton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
McCann's got it teed up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34
getting faked out,
yards.
bro.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They go play action now. Lawrence
Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
How the fuck I'm throwing the right to these niggas, man? Come
and they're
on.
going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Man, these motherfuckers not getting no type of fucking separation, yo.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. They go play action with Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Lawrence. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball. Touchdown, Jaguars! Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 24, Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Sanders a first down, still going. And all the way up to the 46. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. Jaguar pressure.
Fuck, man. God damn it.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Just hold the ball one time.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Leads to second and goal.
Lawrence on the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man here is Benson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 24. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Lawrence on 3rd down. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. throw left side, taken in by Kmet. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Chargers 36-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the side.
Oh boy, y'all niggas can't get.
Yes, he got them both down.
These
Says
niggas cannot guard
judge,
fucking nobody.
and that's good enough for a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll buy some time right. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Work out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Lawrence. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on first and goal. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Herbert going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. They've just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
McCann's got it teed up. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Oh, come on. Why is y'all not playing that, bro?
He's been the go-to guy.
What the fuck, nigga? I put you on a...
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Burns. And he gets this up to the 34.
That shit fucking gay, bro.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.